Today's class we are going to discuss about nucleus. Nucleus. If you observe a nucleus, so generally the all atomic nuclei are made of, are made up of, are made up of elementary particles called protons and neutrons. So we know that if you observe a nucleus, it is made up of protons and neutrons. Any nucleus if you take. So what is suppose you take proton? What do you mean by proton? Proton is nothing but, if you observe proton is nothing but nucleus of hydrogen atom. Nucleus of hydrogen atom. Nucleus of hydrogen atom is called proton. So here it has a charge. So proton means it is having a charge as 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. Is a positive charge, and its mass, if you observe, mass of proton means 1.6726 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kg. So this is a mass of proton and charge of proton. So here, suppose if you observe the electron mass and proton mass, charge of electron is also same, but charge of proton is equal to charge of electron. If you observe an electron which is revolving around the nucleus, the electron charge, proton charge are same, 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. So proton charge, this is a proton charge. But mass is not same. So mass of proton is nearly equal to 1836 times the mass of electron. So the nucleus, it has protons and neutrons. This is the information about protons, proton charge and proton mass. Okay, inside what we have is proton, we explain. Now coming to other particles, what we have is neutrons. So mass of neutrons is slightly greater, slightly greater than. So mass of neutron is slightly greater than proton mass. We can take the mass of neutron. Mass of neutron is nearly equal to 1.650 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kg. It's almost same as mass of proton. Slightly what we can write is mass of neutron. Mass of neutron is greater, but very less amount. It is almost equal to, nearly equal to proton mass. But neutron only greater. Neutron slightly greater. Slightly greater. Like that, we can discuss about the mass here. So these protons and neutrons, if you take one element, any element, suppose X is some element. This element is having atomic number Z and A is called mass number. X is an element. Here Z is called atomic number of given element. So I have taken one particular nucleus. For any nucleus, that element nucleus name I have given as X. It has atomic number. And mass number. So atomic number. Z is called atomic number. It is also called as number of protons. For nucleus, atomic number only called as number of protons. For every nucleus, we have mainly two things, that is Z and A. What is A? A is called as mass number. Mass number. Mass number is also called as number of nucleons. Number of nucleons. Number of nucleons. This mass number also called as, now number of nucleons. What do you mean by nucleons? Nucleons is nothing but protons and neutrons. Particles present inside the nucleus are called nucleons. Nucleons. So here, what are the particles present inside the nucleus? Means protons and neutrons. So mass number, I can also write it as number of protons plus number of neutrons, totally called as nucleons. Nucleons means, what do you mean by nucleons, beta? Nucleons is nothing but particles present in the nucleus. Number of protons plus number of neutrons are called nucleons. Now we got information about atomic number, mass number, protons number, neutrons number we want now. Protons and number of protons and number of neutrons we got. But my target is A minus Z. What is A? A is nothing but number of protons plus number of neutrons. Minus Z, number of protons. Protons cancel. So I can write A minus Z is equal to number of neutrons. Like that we can write for any element. Z indicates number of protons, A indicates protons number plus neutrons number, A minus Z indicates number of neutrons. A minus Z indicates number of neutrons. Like that we can write. Yeah, now we have to discuss about what is charge of nucleus. So let us observe the first point. What is charge of nucleus? Charge of nucleus means nucleus. I want to know what is the nucleus charge. Okay. So inside the nucleus, what are there? Nucleus, suppose this is called as nucleus. Inside the nucleus, what we have means, we have protons, as well as we have neutrons. Only two things are present, protons and neutrons. So we know that neutrons don't have charge. Neutrons charge is 0. So only protons charge, only charge of nucleus. Let us write charge of nucleus as suppose some Q. So this Q is charge of nucleus. So neutrons don't have charge. Neutron don't have charge. So what is a charge here? We have to write protons charge only, nucleus charge. So charge of nucleus means inside the nucleus protons and neutrons are there. Neutrons don't have charge. So simply protons charge only called as nucleus charge. So how many number of protons are there? So how many number of protons are there means, we know that Z indicates number of protons and E indicates proton charge. Proton charge we can denote with symbol E. So here observe carefully now. What is Z? Number of protons. It is atomic number. It is also called number of protons. And E is called as proton charge. For any nucleus, number of protons into each proton charge will give us total charge of nucleus. E value 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. E value 1.6 in 10 power minus 19 coulomb. So what is charge of nucleus? For any nucleus, charge is Ze. For any nucleus, charge is Ze. Fine, we understood about something like a charge of nucleus now. Let us observe. So here we have classification of nuclei. Classification. How to classify different nuclei. Classification of nuclei. Let us observe this one carefully. Classification of nuclei. So we can divide like isotopes. First one, let me concentrate on term called isotopes. Isotopes. What do you mean by isotopes? Isotopes is nothing but the nuclei having same atomic number. The nuclei having same atomic number. Same atomic number. Atomic number means Z, and but different mass number. But different mass number. Isotope same atomic number but different mass number. Fine. So can we have some examples? Yes. That is, I suppose I can take example like proton 1H1, deuteron 1H2, tritiron 1H3. So all are having same atomic numbers. Here this 1 are atomic numbers. 1, 2, 3, these are mass numbers. So here we are observing same atomic numbers and different mass numbers. We can take the example for isotope. Now let us observe what is isobar. Second one, isobar. Isobar means, what do you mean by isobar? Means the nuclei having same mass number, but different atomic number, same mass number but different atomic number. So different atomic number is different but mass number is same. So let us see some example for this one. Example here is 1H3 tetron and 2He3 helium. We are taking for 3 mass number. So these are, now in these two we can observe, mass number is same but atomic number is different. Mass number is same, different atomic number. We can give one more example here. Let me take one more example. That is C614, 7 and 14. So these two are called now isobars. Why isobars? Same mass number, different atomic number. These are some examples for isobar. I hope you are clear with isobar. Now let us concentrate on next one is about isotones. So what do you mean by isotones? Isotones means the nuclei having same number of neutrons, So the nuclei having same number of neutrons, that is A minus Z is same. A minus Z is equal to same. Then we can write it as isotones. Let us see some examples here. Beta. So here in this regard, the best example what we find here is the examples of this is isotones. That is a H13 and 2He4. Here you observe A, this is here we have to see A minus Z same. Our target is A minus Z. A is mass number, Z atomic number. 3 minus 1, 2. 4 minus 2, 2. So here both that means in this nucleus we can find same number of neutrons. So these two are called as isotones. So we can also write here, suppose I have taken one more example, lithium 37 and beryllium 48. So lithium, here observe, mass number is 7, atomic number 3, 7 minus 3, 4. Number of neutrons 4 in lithium. And beryllium, here 8 and 4. Mass number 8, atomic number 4, 8 minus 4, 4. So here also number of neutrons 4, here also number of neutrons 4. So these two are examples we can say for isotones. Next, let us concentrate on isomers. Isomers means having the nuclei having same mass number, and atomic number, same mass number and as well as atomic number. Remember, A is atomic number, A is mass number, Z is atomic number. You know already. A is mass number, Z is atomic number. So atomic number, mass number are same, but different radioactive properties, radioactive properties are different, are called isomers, So we can write same atomic number, mass number, but different radioactive properties, Example we can take here, that is Br, that is a bromine, 838, what we have, 35. So this is metastable bromine, metastable bromine. So this is metastable bromine. Let me put here small m. And one more is ground state bromine. So G indicates, M indicates metastable, G indicates ground state bromine. So here also same 8035, but the first one is metastable state and now it is ground state. So what we can write here, ground state bromine, are isomers. So this is one example for isomers, beta. I hope you are clear with isomers. Atomic number, mass number same, but different radioactive properties. Next one, let us observe. Next is about isodiaphers. So isodiaphers means, what do you mean by isodiaphers? Here, isodiaphers means nuclei have different atomic number, different atomic number and mass number. Atomic number different, mass number different, but same excess number of neutrons, over protons, excess number of neutrons over protons. So here you have to understand that A minus 2Z, that means over how many number of protons are excess, the number of neutrons in both the cases must be same. Let us see here one example here. We'll understand this one by taking one beautiful example. That is sodium. I have taken here 11 and 23. And one more thing I have taken here is aluminum 13, 27. So here first of all in this one, what is atomic number? 11. What is mass number means 23. So here what is number of neutrons means A minus Z. So 23 minus 11. What is 23 minus 11 beta? 12. So what is the difference of these two? That means isodiaphers means you have to take the condition of A minus 2Z must be same. Remember A minus 2Z. So again subtracting these two must be same. That is what is our target? A minus 2G. A minus 2Z means here what will get? A is, so here what will happen? Total 23 minus 2 into 11, 22. So what will get here? 23 minus 22 means we'll get 1 here. So similarly here you observe Z is 13. So A minus Z is 27 minus 13 is how much beta here? 14. So now main target is A minus 2Z. So A minus 2Z is our target. So A minus 2Z means A is how much? A is here 23. Here A is 27. So 27 minus 2 into 13, 26. Here also we got 1. So this is A minus 2Z value is same. We can say isodiapers means if A minus 2Z is same in two nuclei, then they are said to be isodiapers. Isodiapers. Like that, they have given information about isodiapers. So we discussed isotopes, isobars, isotones, isomers, isodiapers. Next, let us have some basic information about what is atomic mass unit. Atomic mass unit, atomic mass unit. It is denoted by AMU, AMU, AMU. Or simply sometimes you will write U. So here what is 1 AMU is equal to? 1 AMU is equal to 1 AMU is equal to 1 by 12th mass of 1 by 12th mass of C612 isotope. C612 isotope of carbon. So this is given as 1 AMU. So mass of C612 is exactly 12 AMU. I can write mass of C612 is exactly 12 AMU. 12 AMU. This is the information what we got. So 1 AMU. AMU is atomic mass unit. So further, how to write 1 AMU means 1 AMU value. What is 1 AMU value means? We can take 1 AMU is equal to, we can write 1.66 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kg, minus 27 kg. So 1 AMU is equal to 1.66 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kg. You can take the AMU value like that. I hope you are clear with this AMU. We discussed about charge of nucleus, then we discussed about isotopes, isobars, isotones, isodiapers, isomers, everything. Now, let us see about nuclear size. Nuclear size. So, what is nuclear size? So, if you want to discuss about nuclear size, if you take generally, so size is compared to be big for more mass numbers. Because I am writing here, volume is directly proportional to mass number. Observe, A is mass number. What is A? A is mass number. So here V is, what is V means? Volume of nucleus. Volume of nucleus. Volume of nucleus is directly proportional to mass number. Because size is increasing, mass number more means more number of protons and neutrons. Mass number more means more number of protons and neutrons. Neutrons, protons number is more. Obviously, volume must be more. So, volume of nucleus is directly proportional to mass number. So, from here, what we know from our past history means volume. Generally, nucleus will take it in the form of sphere. So, 4 by 3 pi r cube I am taking. From here, I can write volume is directly proportional to r cube. So volume is directly proportional to r cube, and here volume is directly proportional to mass number. So from these two informations, I can now get a relation as r cube is proportional to a and r is proportional to, I can write it as a power 1 by 3. So from the relation that first we told volume is directly proportional to mass number, then we told volume and radius how they are connected means we are taking the nucleus size as a sphere. Nucleus as a sphere we are taking here. So volume I can take it as directly proportional to r cube. So r cube is proportional to mass number. Obviously r is proportional to a power 1 by 3. What is r? R is nothing but radius of nucleus. Radius of nucleus. So R is radius of nucleus. Now let me check what the relation I have written. I hope you are clear with the nuclear size. So nuclear size means here, what I am discussing here, that is volume is directly proportional to mass number. From that I got the information that R is proportional to A power 1 by 3. So clearly from this information I can write R1 by R2 is equal to A1 by A2 whole power 1 by 3. And now I want to remove this proportionality symbol so that I can write now R is equal to R naught into A power 1 by 3. This R naught is a proportionality constant and is same for all nuclei. This R naught value in 1.2 we can take 1.2 into 10 power minus 15 meter, 1.2 into 10 power minus 15 meter. So here what we got, radius is directly proportional to A power 1 by 3. A is mass number whole power 1 by 3. Removing proportionality symbol, we got a proportionality constant, and this value is same for all nuclei. Its value we can take it as 1.2 into 10 power minus 15 meter. Or we can also write this value as, this value sometimes they are giving in Fermi, 1.2 Fermi. Because we know 1 Fermi is 10 power minus 15 meter. 1 Fermi is 10 power minus 15 meter. 1 Fermi is equal to 10 power minus 15 meter. This R naught is proportionality constant. What is this R naught means? Proportionality constant. It is fixed for all nuclei and that value is 1.2 Fermi. So this is the information. Now we can also write this as R is equal to R naught value. What is R naught value? 1.2 into 10 power minus 15 A power 1 by 3 meter. 1 by 3 meter. This is the value of R. If you know A, you can calculate the R value. If you know the A value, easily you can calculate the value of R also. So from this, we can do the calculations in this method beta. I hope you are clear how to handle the situations. Now observe carefully here. Next, okay, we discussed about the radius and everything fine. Let us enter into the next topic is about the surface area. Surface area. Note, one note point. So just now I told R is proportional to A power 1 by 3. What is surface area beta? Surface area of a sphere formula 4 pi r square. From here, S is proportional to, I can write S is proportional to r square. So from this S is proportional to r square and r is proportional to A power 1 by 3. So that I can write here S is proportional to A power 2 by 3. What is S? S is surface area. Surface area. So the surface area and mass number, how they are related? A is mass number and S is surface area. I can write 2 by 3. This is a relation between surface area and mass number. Mass number. Here you can observe R is proportional to A power 1 by 3. S is proportional to R square. Observe carefully here. R is proportional to A power 1 by 3. S is proportional to R square. So in the place of R, if you put A power 1 by 3, A power 1 by 3 whole square means you'll get A power 2 by 3. A power 2 by 3. I hope you are clear with this surface area concept. And let us have discussion for volume. So here, actually R is proportional to A power 1 by 3. We are very clear. Now coming to volume of a sphere, you know 4 by 3 pi r cube. 4 by 3 pi r cube, and again we can write volume is proportional to r cube. No need to write. Starting point only we told actually. Starting itself we told. But again for formality I am discussing this one. So volume is proportional to r cube. R is proportional to A cube means simply volume is directly proportional to mass number. Actually this concept only I derived. But again for formality I have written this one. So from this information I can write V1 by V2 is equal to A1 by A2. V1 by V2 is equal to A1 by A2. I hope you are clear with what is the radius. Radius means how to handle with mass number, surface area how to handle with mass number, volume how to handle with mass number. I hope you are clear. Now we have to enter how to handle density, nuclear density. Very interesting thing. Nuclear density. How to handle nuclear density. So nuclear density, let us take the density, nuclear density as capital D. Let me take it as capital D. So density formula, what I can write is mass by volume. Here I told that almost all the nucleon, protons and neutrons are almost having same mass. Let us take proton mass or neutron mass are nearly equal. That is nearly equal to 1.66 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kg. I assume protons and neutrons in a nucleus are almost same. So total number of nucleons, this is capital M is mass of nucleus, mass of nucleus, mass of nucleus, mass of nucleus, and V is volume of nucleus, volume of nucleus. So this M is not mass number, M is mass. Mass number is different, mass is different. Density is mass by volume, mass by volume. So here, so density is equal to mass means how many number of nucleons are there? Almost all nucleons are same. So number of nucleons I denote with A. Each one value 1.66 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kg. What is the volume of nucleus means? We know that volume of nucleus already we have given it as R naught in, that is a 4 by 3. 4 by 3 into pi r cube. This units will take in meter cube, meter cube. So here we know the value of R also. Let us check in next page. Here now density is equal to, in the numerator we have written A into 1.66 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kg. And volume we told it as 4 by 3 pi r cube. R I already told you that R naught into A power 1 by 3. R naught 1.2 into 10 power minus 15. A power 1 by 3. I have given this information to you. So substituting that one here into R value 4 by 3 pi R cube. So R cube means 1 by 2 into 10 power minus 15. A power 1 by 3, A power 1 by 3 whole cube. A is mass number, A is mass number. Mass number is nothing but number of nucleons, beta here. Observe, A is mass number, number of nucleons. Each nucleon, proton and neutrons are called nucleons. Each nucleon mass 1.66 into 10 power minus 27. We have taken protons and neutrons equal. Total number of protons and neutrons are A. Multiplying this will give us nucleus mass by 4 by 3 pi r cube. Here R radius I can write 1.2 10 power minus 15 A power 1 by 3. So the units what will get here is kg per meter cube, kg per meter cube. Now let us simplify that one. A into 1.66 into 10 to the power of minus 27 divided by 4 by 3 into pi into 1.2 into 10 power minus 15 whole cube into whole cube into A power 1 by 3 whole cube means A. Observe carefully here. In the numerator we have A and denominator A cancel. So finally if you calculate the density, that value if you calculate, so the answer you will get nearly that value will be 2.3 into 10 power 17 kg per meter cube. This is the value I got. The density value I got 2.3 into 10 power 17 kg per meter cube. If you do this total calculation, you will get one find this value 2.3 in 10 power 17 kg per meter cube. You can remember this value. Next, here you observe here, just now what I have written is density value is 2 point density of nucleus is nearly equal to 2.3 into 10 power 17 kg per meter cube. Okay, we are happy to see the value, but my interest is not in the value. What is my interest is density is independent on mass number. You observe radius is changing with mass number like this. One part. Volume is directly proportional to mass number. Surface area is directly proportional to a power 2 by 3. Surface area is changing with respect to mass number. Radius is changing with respect to mass number. Volume is changing with respect to mass number. All size is varying with respect to mass number. But density of nucleus, density means mass per unit volume, that is independent. Density of nucleus, density of nucleus is independent on mass number. We don't have mass number expression in the formula. You observe carefully here. There is no A term. A term has been cancelled. There is no A term. It's a fixed value. That means density of nucleus is independent on mass number. For any nucleus, density is same. For any nucleus, density is same. Its value is 2.3 into 10 power 17 kg per meter cube. This is the information what I provided for you related to the nucleus. In this class, we discussed first about nucleus, Z atomic number, mass number, and number of neutrons, protons, and everything. Then we discussed about the isotopes, isobars, isotones, isomers, isodiapers. We discussed about charge of nucleus. We discussed about nuclear size. And finally, we discussed about nuclear density. I hope this is clear, beta. So I'm ending the class. We'll continue again the class tomorrow. Thank you, everyone.